make your voice louder so that
Yes,
all
of
the
course.
mics-
We will use our stage voice.
How does it feel coming back to your second role?
I am so thrilled. I was telling I almost called her Pia. I was telling Nia on the way here just what kind and welcoming people Filipinos are and what a great experience I had last time. And I'm so excited to kind of be able to show her some things.
Get a tour.
Yeah, get a tour. I'm thrilled to be here.
Okay, what do you want to see in the Philippines?
Oh my goodness, I wanted to come to the Philippines for so long. I used to live in Hong Kong and all of my coworkers were Filipinos, so I wanted to come to Manila. I would love to go to Boracay and just the beaches. I've always heard the beaches are so beautiful here.
Okay, Olivia, we had the final tribute for Nia, of course, but last night.
Oh.
It was kind of emotional for her.
Yes.
What do you want to tell?
It has been a joy to watch Pia over her year. She has inspired me so much. I was so lucky to be able to know her and be a roommate with her because she's inspirational. She is so kind and true to her heart, and she's been an incredible Miss Universe. And the next one will have very big shoes to fill because Pia has been a dream.
Okay, since you mentioned that, aside from, of course, Miss USA and Miss Philippines, who do you think will make it?
Ooh, I mean, of course, yes. We'll be rooting for Deshauna and Maxine because I helped pick her, and she better bring it. And I know she will. But I'm loving, just from what I've seen on Instagram and the girls post, using the hashtag Miss Universe 2016. I've been doing my research, but I think Brazil is stunning. Malaysia, beautiful. Australia. Who are we loving?
We're loving those. Also, I love Mexico and Panama, Venezuela. Like, all these girls are bringing it. I feel like there's a solid top, like, 15 that could easily win. Like, they're all strong and beautiful and well-spoken. So we'll see. We'll know more after prelims, I feel like, because then you can see their stage presence rather than just their photos.
The candidates have hectic schedule and they're very busy all day long. What are your pieces of advice for these contestants, knowing that you've been there, you've done that?
Well, I think I'm just grateful that we get to be observers this time. It's nice to come back a year later and be able to just cheer for Pia and cheer for all the women competing. But I think just get sleep when you can. Keep eating, drink lots of water. These are like really practical advice tips. But do you have any advice?
I mean, it's the exact same thing. And then like take a nap whenever you can. I remember being at rehearsals and being like, oh, we have a 20-minute break. Okay, I'm going to take a nap and then I'm ready to go. So get your rest when you can get it because I know they have very, very busy schedules.
I did meditation tapes as well. I would put my earbuds in and just sort of take a moment and have 10 minutes with some nice music on because there's just so much going on when you're competing.
Olivia, you're working here in the Philippines for a longer time. Hopefully.
I would love to work in the Philippines. As you all know, I'm an actress and model, and there's great acting and modeling going on in the Philippines. So I would love to extend this little 9-day trip into longer, or come back again and be able to see more of the islands and meet more people from here.
Of course, you have to work with the PLDT.
Of course. Yes. PLDT and Smart have been so generous to bring us here. We wouldn't be here without them, and so we're so excited. They've been just beyond amazing and communicating with us, and we're so excited to represent them while we're here. We'll be posting about them and doing some Facebook Lives and some other things, so you can sort of follow our behind-the-scenes journey of Miss Universe.
Are you going to be a host for the coronation night?
I don't have any hosting plans unless, someone's flight gets delayed. But we will be here and giving you guys a behind-the-scenes glimpse as much as we can, if we can steal Pia away to ask her some questions and get some time with her. And
we'll be sharing all of that on the PLDT social media and our social medias as well. So we will be making sure everybody gets the behind the scenes view, hanging out with all the girls. Like, we're going to go to their rehearsals and kind of see how they're doing too. So
That's kind of hosting as well.
Yes.
Social media.
Olivia, you actually made a joke that Steve Harvey should have a co-host for the pageant. Can you volunteer yourself?
I'm sorry. Do I volunteer myself? Yes. Steve Harvey, if you need help reading that card, I will make sure to tell him.
He needs an assistant on stage.
I can be there. there because I helped tell Pia last year, so maybe it could be lucky for me to tell someone again.
Do you have plans of staying a little longer after the pageant and roam around the country?
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
Right now we're going home the day after, but I mean we do have dreams to, if not stay longer, come back and see all the beautiful beaches here and more of the city and the country.
This is your first time here in the country.
This is my first time.
Yeah, what have you learned about the Philippines from Olivia and the other, from MJ? Yeah,
yes. Oh my gosh, MJ's amazing. So I love MJ, and then Olivia's been telling me so much about just the people here, how everyone is so warm and welcoming and kind. And I feel like I've just known that from my own personal experience with Filipinos that I've worked with internationally. So I'm excited to get like the real experience here in the country, not just from here.
Yes.
Will we be having a reunion with MJ?
Oh my gosh, MJ, and we have a couple girls coming out. Diana, who was second runner-up, is coming out too. So we have a handful of girls from my class that we love to hang out. So we have a little reunion planned.
Yeah, your batch is kind of close.
Yeah,
They're so good. They're really good.
We have a chat group that we like chat on all the time. So we're always in contact. We're always talking about what girls we think are going to do really well. We're talking about the pageant. We're keeping in contact with each other. So we have, I think, 8 girls coming out that we're going to connect with MJ.
That's good.
Yep. So MJ is going to kind of show us around a little bit too, as well as PLDT and Smart. We're excited.
Yay.
So what's your advice to the next set of winners?
Ooh, you know, truly you have very big shoes to fill, but make sure that you do it with grace and with love, that you have such an opportunity to influence the world and be a light in this world and share positivity and share love and make a difference for the HIV/AIDS awareness. So use that tool and be true to yourself and be humble. Look to Pia, look at what she's done and try to emulate that, but be true to you along the way.
Yes, and we both have lived with Miss Universes. I've lived with Venezuela, Colombia, you've lived with Philippines, Pia, so we've seen kind of the behind the scenes, so definitely enjoy every single moment. I think that's a really big thing because sometimes being Miss Universe can be tiring, but to really enjoy every moment because these are moments that you'll never get back again, so that's one of my biggest pieces of advice. The year flies by, so really soak it all in.
Yeah, it really does.
Olivia, what's so special about your friendship with Pia?
With Pia.
What makes it so special?
You know, even just when I met Pia, when we were competing for Miss Universe, even before I met her, I followed her on Instagram, and I just felt like she was a really down-to-earth queen, and she knew what the responsibility was to represent your country, which I took so seriously when I was competing. It wasn't just about me, it was about representing the United States, and Pia certainly was representing the Philippines, and she was trying to win that title, not for herself, but for her entire country. And so I was inspired by her. We were both some of the older candidates, which just I think made us more focused, and we knew what it felt like to lose in other pageants, so we were really dedicated to being the best that we could be.
That's the connection.
Yeah, so I think we connected right away, and then of course when she won, having that bizarre moment on stage and then becoming roommates, she's just an easy person to be friends with, an easy person to live with because she's happy and she loves her job and she is proud and a smart businesswoman, and so all of those things that's friend goals, right?
Yes.
Is there anything you may want to share? But what kind of roommate is Pia?
Pia.
Anything you may want to share?
She's a good roommate. Pia knows how to have fun, which I think is really important when you have such a hectic, busy life that we could, have those nights where we would just order in frozen yogurt and just like laugh together and just enjoy the ride because it all does, as Nia said, it goes by so fast. So just to take those moments and just sort of be girls and be sisters and watch a silly program on TV.
And she cooks for you as well, I think.
Well, she did not get to cook for me very often because she was, of course, always on the road. But yes, she's an excellent chef. I had a lot to learn.
Okay.
Now that you're in the Philippines, is there a chance for you and Pia back together?
Yeah, during this trip?
Yes.
Oh, hopefully, of course.
Girl bonding with
Yes, of course. I hope for time with Pia. She will be very busy over the next week, her final week of her reign, and So any second that I have to just hug her and remind her how incredible she is and what a great job she's done. And then I hope next year when she is moving on to the next part of her life and her modeling and acting adventures that I'll be able to see her more.
What do you miss most? Love life?
Yeah.
I love seeing Pia happy. So whatever makes her happy, I support her. And yes, I'm so happy for her. Anytime she's smiling, it's a win.
Have you met Marla?
I have not. No, I've not met Marlon.
What do you miss most about being a former candidate of Miss Universe?
You know, it's such an honor and a privilege to represent your country. And so being able to compete on that Miss Universe stage and have that honor and that responsibility was incredible. But I'm grateful now to just be able to cheer on the women that are competing now. And it's every year, it's a new batch. And so it's fun to see the evolution of the pageant and the women that step up into these roles. So I'm excited to be an observer this year.
Yeah, and I just miss, like, I loved living in New York and being able to represent the Miss Universe organization and the charities that we work with, so I miss, like, having those, like, really fun activities to do through the organization, but what we've gotten from it is an amazing sisterhood. So Olivia and I are so close. Our other former Miss USAs, we have this bond that we never would have had if we didn't have the opportunity to be Miss USA and represent our country. So, and then on top of that, we get the bond of our girls that we competed with, so we have those friendships.
Nia, are you going to meet with MJ?
Yes, going to meet with MJ, hopefully today or tomorrow, probably tonight. We have a lot of plans. We have dinners, we're going to be hanging out, plus the other girls that are traveling in, so we'll be seeing her a lot.
Oh.
Yes.
Olivia, what is it that you want to do here in the Philippines? Make your list now. There's a lot of open doors now for you here in the Philippines.
You know, I definitely want to see some of the island life. Last time I was here, we were primarily in the city, which was beautiful, but I just want to see as much as I can while I'm here. And if there's any hiking trails that people recommend, let me know, because we went on sort of a fun adventure to the volcano last time.
And in terms of work, do you want to host?
Oh, yes. I would love to host. I'm available.
Okay, perhaps do Dancing with the Stars, something like that.
Oh my gosh, so it's literally my biggest dream to do Dancing with the Stars. And when I was home, yes, when I was home over Christmas, I was reading this book that I wrote when I was 9, and I talked it's my autobiography, and I talked about how dancing is the most important thing to me, and I was like, I'm not a dancer, why did I say this? But I've always loved dancing, even though I'm not by any means a professional dancer. But yeah, Dancing with the Stars is a very good one.
And Nia, what do you want to do here?
I have a similar checklist. Like, I've always loved Filipino people and always wanted to visit the Philippines. So I want to tour the country, at least experience a little bit of the beach life. And Olivia told me how she had a wonderful hike last time, so I'd love to experience that. And if there's any work opportunities, I would love to come back. And, you know, MJ is one of my greatest friends through the pageant, so I would love to come back and even be able to spend some time with her, too.
She's hosting now.
She is. She's doing so much. She's hosting, like, these travel shows. She has a few TV things going on. I've been trying to keep up with her, but she's doing so much.
By the way, there are some changes regarding the mechanics of the pageant.
Yes.
What is your reaction on that?
You know, I think it is important to always keep the pageant evolving and try new things. But I personally, I've heard the rumor that there's a top 12, and I'm a little bummed by that because there are so many incredible candidates.
Yes, that's why.
And I want more women to be celebrated and represented on that stage that they've worked so hard for. So that's the one sort of downfall, but you know, on the flip side, those 12 women will have more of a showcase potentially, more stage time, more screen time to really give it their all towards that crown. So I guess there's ups and downs.
Yeah, it is.
It's different.
It's 12, 9, 6, and 3. I kind of feel the same. I wish there was like a top 20. There's so many girls.
Yeah.
You want to have more girls like have an opportunity to showcase their country and who they are, but like you said, it's always evolving and changing, so I'm interested to see how they play it out and what they do with each breakdown.
Yes, yes. And we're very interested to see how the bikini competition goes,
Right.
Because I've also heard 4 women at a time, which I feel like, again, maybe could take away from a candidate and the hard work that they've done and having their shining moment. And I also, my biggest fear is that it could cause that you're comparing one woman to the other. instead of just celebrating that each woman in her curves and in her shape is beautiful as it is. I guess I'll have to see how that all comes together on stage, and maybe I'll be surprised and think that
we could love it
better than ever.
Who knows? We could love it.
How did PLDT and Smart reach out to you and invite you?
Well, this was actually partly through the Miss Universe organization. They knew that Nia and I will always be former Miss USAs and always loved the Miss Universe organization. So we reached out to them and said, if you hear any opportunities that we could come, we want to be there. So thankfully, we got connected to PLDT Home and Smart, and here we are. We couldn't be more grateful for their generosity.
Absolutely.
What phone are you using now?
Well, we've got to get our phones on.
Yes, get our Filipino numbers. We both have iPhones, so then we have to get our SIM cards so we can be fully in contact with social media and with everyone out here.
Yes, we will be updating.
Yes.
Enjoy your stay.
Yes, thank you
for
for
coming.
having us.
Until when you're going to be here?
Sorry?
Until when you're going to be here?
January 31st. So the day after
The day after. I know. I wish we could stay longer, but maybe we'll come back. Who knows? Maybe they might have like a Nia and Olivia trip, and we can hang out with Tia and MJ or
And
something.
go to Boracay or
Yes,
Bohol.
it's on the list. It's on like the dream
And
board.
El Nido in Palawan.
Yes, Palawan.
Nice.
Yeah.
And for your hiking, I suggest Mount Pulag.
Okay, thank you.
We will add that.
It's the highest point in Luzon.
Okay.
Here.
Here.
And in Davao, where the president lives there.
Okay. Yes, we will add that.
Olivia, I think it's not your first time here in the Philippines.
No, sorry, this is my second time. So last time I got to judge the Beanie Beanie.
Yeah. Here I love to.
I mean, Filipino people are just the kindest and most welcoming people. My experience has been incredible. Everyone that I've met, so this will be an extension of that.
You think you're gonna cry when Tia will
pass
walk,
the crown.
pass the crown?
I didn't even
during
live with her, I'm gonna cry.
her final walk as Miss Universe?
Yeah, it might even come when I see her. Maybe not when she's actually having the moment, but just seeing her, yeah, I feel emotional for her. She's been so great that she can walk away saying, I did it all, and I did absolutely the best that I could have and represented the Philippines with such grace. And so I hope that she feels good and is maybe ready for the next stage in her life, and she'll always be a Miss Universe. As you know, the sisterhood continues.
Thank you so much for
Can
this
we
time.
know what exactly did you say to Pia
I'm so
during the
sorry.
Harvey moment? Can we know what exactly did you say to Pia during the Harvey moment?
Yes, it was not profound. It was just when Steve Harvey came back on stage and said, I have to apologize. I sort of had a realization that I was standing next to Miss Universe, so I turned to Pia, and she was, of course, in shock at that moment and didn't want to assume anything and be wrong, and so I turned to her and said, I think that you're Miss Universe, which was, of course, not profound or wise, but it was a very exciting moment to be standing next to the winner when she got that news.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome here in our country.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Can't wait to explore.
Yes. So follow us for PLDT and Smart on our personal accounts.
Yes.
We'll be posting all the time.
You can get all the behind the scenes with us.
We're going to judge the candidates during the rehearsals. So
Yes.
We are
We'll
going to
give
give
you
some
some
feedback. Get some
Yeah.
inside scoop. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're the BFF of the Queen.
You ready?
Do you want us to stand?
Hold on, let's do. Gotta get a photo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go. Oh, and selfie.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You get one too.
Two of you.
Sila muna.
Halika, ikaw.
Ako na.
This girl owns PLDT.
One more.
One here, please. Okay.
Let's have.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay na,
All right.
beauty filter too. This is good.
One. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joey.